there goes that blood vessel.
What is happening, people? It is Brian, Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and my deadlift has decided to take the brakes off and start moving again. So I thought in this video what I would do is just explain to you guys 3 things that I've been doing differently with my deadlift training that has helped get it moving. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, I have a very interesting relationship with my deadlift. Thank you, T-Rex arms. My current deadlift PR is 725 pounds, which would be very, very good for a normal person. But for a competitive 240 pound strongman, I am about 100 to 200 pounds behind the curve. Which is why lifting is oftentimes very much like a high school relationship, because if you really, really want something, if you really, really want a boyfriend or girlfriend when you were a young age and you were just searching, that's all you want in life. All that I want in life was a deadlift PR. I want my deadlift to go up so I can be more competitive. However, when you want something too badly, you come off a little bit desperate and it doesn't seem to work out for you. Usually that leads to a lot of frustration. But then I hurt my shoulder and now I care so much about my shoulder that I could care less about my deadlift, and my deadlift started moving. So it's very much like that relationship. You guys have all been there. You want a relationship, you want a relationship, you want a relationship, and you can't find it. But the second that you start focusing on yourself, or you get a new job, or a new stage of your life starts, all kinds of relationships start showing up and mess up your life. Hence the girlfriend analogy. So now why don't we move on to the 3 things that have been helping my deadlift start move again. The very first thing is that I fixed my neck position. So when I pull, I used to crane my neck up like I was a turtle searching for a carrot or something. My neck would just stick straight up and force out, and that definitely compromised my lower lumbar area, and I was not getting as much power into my pull, and that mid zone right below my knee was my sticking point. So in order to combat that, I started trying to fix my neck position by keeping a more neutral spine, by keeping my chin down so that my neck is packed and back. That has done a lot for my speed off the floor, and especially on my speed in the mid-range. Now, this was a very, very tough thing to break because I probably pulled 10,000 deadlifts with my neck craning like some weird guy. Great joke there. But the way that I fixed this was with a hand towel. Now, we have these beautiful hand towels here at NEVERsate Athletics that you guys would have seen if you came visited, but I'm sure a lot of you have these sitting in your bathroom. All that I did was took the normal towel and I folded it in half, and then I roll it up. Now, once you have this thing rolled up tight, all that you're gonna do is place it underneath your chin, and it's gonna hold your neck in a much better position. So I roll it up just like this, and then I stick it under my chin, and this is how I perform my deadlifts. You get real-time feedback because if you move your neck position, then the towel falls. So you know immediately. Hopefully you were videotaping your sets so that you had the opportunity to go back and assess what happened during the pull or why this towel left. But this has done a absolute ton to help my deadlift. I never believed that your neck position would really matter that much on a deadlift until I started trying it and my deadlift started moving. So now that I know that it works, I'm trying to get as many people on that train as possible. Your breathing and bracing still matters a lot because your back is gonna be in more of a rounded position. However, your lower lumbar spine is actually gonna be flatter and you're gonna be able to pull more weight. It especially helped with speed through that mid zone and even off the floor. The second that I've done is adapted my assistance work so it is even more pinpointed towards my weak point. So I know that my lower back needs to be strong, my hamstrings need to be strong, my upper back needs to be stronger, all for a good deadlift. However, just throwing stuff at it and hoping it works didn't really work out for me that well. So what I ended up doing was taking exercises that very specifically deal with my sticking points, which is right below my knee. So in order to combat that, I did a lot of pause deadlifts. I have done a lot of 45-degree back raise deadlifts. Now, I got these from Pete Rubish, and I'm not sure where he got them from, but these have done a lot to help speed up my deadlift progress. These are absolutely brutal to perform, but if you do them correctly, you will gain a lot of benefit and carry over in your regular deadlift because this takes a lot of the muscles out that you normally use for stabilization, for extra pulling power, and it takes all of that out. It's very similar to a seal row where you're laying down on a bench and it takes all of your body out other than your actual rowing muscles. Same thing here. It really starts to focus in on your hamstring, especially at the tie-in up beneath your butt. Man, that absolutely destroys that area. It takes everything else out, so you just have to rely on strictly your posterior chain to lift that weight up, and it is brutal. Another thing that I've been doing is seated good mornings. Now, I know a lot of people stay away from good mornings because they say they're dangerous, and whenever people say that, I'm like, dangerous compared to what? To driving? Because literally in the time that I've said this sentence, like 100 people have died in car accidents. That doesn't stop you from driving. That means that if you stay focused and you follow the rules and you do the things that you were supposed to do, then most people can get through it without a lot of trouble and safely. For me personally, the benefits far outweigh the risks, and I do all sorts of variations of good mornings all of the time. Now, one of my favorite for my deadlift is the seated good morning with either the SSB bar or the spider bar. Right here, I'm doing these with the spider bar. And the reason why I'm doing it seated is because my sticking point on my pull is right below my knees. So this allows me to get into a position where that area is super, super stressed. Now I do these hands free, so there's more play in the spider bar or in the SSB bar, but I would encourage you at the beginning to keep it light, hold on to those handles, and keep yourself safe above all else. But these have done an absolute ton. I cannot tell you the amount of stress that gets on your lower back in this. You do need to be careful. Do not get me wrong. Every single rep needs to have focus and intention, but if you do them correctly, the carryover is immense. And finally, the third thing that I've been doing to help move my deadlift is at the end of every lower body day, whether it be my deadlift day or my squat day, I always perform 3 sets of glute ham raises and reverse hypers. This is non-negotiable. It's just how I end my workout. Now, people for years, I've been reading on Elite FTS, on T Nation, on everywhere, where strength athletes are always like, you need to do more glute ham raises, you need to do more reverse hyper, and I believe them. However, I have not really put it into practice until recently, and I can honestly say it works like magic. So those 2 things are absolutely amazing. I'm probably gonna do another video like this talking about some of the upper body stuff that I've been doing that's helping to move things, kind of some more obscure kind of exercises and assistance stuff that you guys might be able to use to get your stuff moving. But I do really appreciate you guys watching this video, leaving all those questions for the Q&A video, and I even got a ton of new questions from those Q&A videos that you guys left. And what I think I'm actually gonna start doing, hopefully, don't hold me to this, but I think I'm gonna take some of those questions that are a little more long-winded, that deserve a little bit more attention, and start putting those out as individual videos so that I can get a little more content out to you guys more often, so we get a little more interaction. We will see how that goes. Like I said, do not hold me to that. But guys, again, I just thank you so much for everything you do to help support me, to help support the channel. I should be just about all caught up with programs, so unless you bought one within a day or 2, you should have your program. If not, definitely email me, because there is a problem. Guys, t-shirts are moving like crazy. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for sending me pictures. I think another thing I'm gonna do is start something called NEVERsate Nation, where I start reposting some of the stuff of you guys having the shirts on, and just do an entire page just for you guys and the people from my gym, and just all the coolness that is happening. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm absolutely living my dream every single day that I get to do this. I wake up and I can't believe it. It is just so amazing, and I have you guys to thank for it. Guys, I will catch up with you later in the week, but until I do, go out, do something amazing with your lives, keep working hard, be nice to each other, people, and I'll see you then.